I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. Where we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Come rock with me. We got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fanatic, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the southeast from state to state? What team hungry gon' eat everything up off they plate? Who the next one that's really gon' step up and be great? Yeah, the FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah, part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button. Comment, subscribe, all that. The fanatic. Yeah.
Welcome into the Fanatic Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. It's your boy Coach I. Where all my dogs at?
You know what it is. Let's do it.
All right, we back in here for another episode of the Fanatic Football Live presented by the Johnson Development Group and the Tailgate Kings. Got all my guys with me, minus my boy CA. He couldn't make it with us tonight, but I got my boy Thad over there. What's going on, Thad?
What's happening, man? I'm glad to see everybody back, ready for another great week of debating. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. Down there at the bottom, what's going on? E-Rob, how you feeling tonight, man?
Man, my hamstrings feel good. I had a bye week last week, so I'm feeling good about myself. You know what I'm saying? I think Thad about ready to get me. I think he's going to test my hamstrings out there. I'm just letting
All right.
Go dog, baby.
All right. How you feeling down there, Cool Cal?
Man, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Ready to talk some dogs, man. Ready to be back with my boys, man. So let's get it.
All right. We got JV over there. JV, you feeling good after that win, huh?
Hey, man, indeed. Always great to see the dogs go out there, dominate, and handle their business and get in here with the guys and chop it up. Let's go.
Bet it up. We got our guy Stat Dog C off camera joining us tonight. You with us, Stat Dog C? Give us a go, dogs.
I am in the building, brothers.
All right, man. Let's jump right into it, man. The Dogs are 7-0, the only undefeated team in the SEC right now. We are feeling good about that. We went out there. We handled our business. Kentucky came in. They was undefeated. You know what I'm saying? We shut that down kind of early in the third quarter, man. Give me some thoughts on the game from Saturday, E-Rob.
Well, like I said, during the game, man, I really felt like, and I would have said this going into the game, I really felt like that game against Kentucky was going to be our toughest regular season game. Because I think that's a well-coached team. I think that they're physical. And I just did, I think they was going to make it hard to break their will. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see if we could do that. I felt really good about what we did. That defense is just because Kentucky had the SEC's leading rusher coming into the game. He had 7 rushes for 7 yards. Guys, when crazy. You can do that and you can just take that one dimension away from a team and they just cannot do it at all, it makes it really tough for them to do anything significant against us.
Yeah, that's true. What you thought about that offense on Saturday, JV?
Definitely appreciative that we got an offense that's hitting the field like it is, man. These guys are out there playing. They out there balling. Of course, Mr. Brock, All-American Bowers, went out there and put a show on again, attacking the ball, blocking and slipping. Man, look, at the end of the day, this offense, man, is going to be made for us to be able to compete in the playoffs. I think they're getting better. I think they're also experiencing a really seasoned play-calling vet at the helm of this ship, too, man. I think Munkin is doing a pretty dang on good job of taking care of deficiencies in defense.
I'm with you on that. Definitely on that. What you thought about Zamir on Saturday, Cool Cal? Is he Zeus again, or is he still Zamir? He still got a little bit to prove.
He definitely still got a little something to prove. I mean, he looked good. I think he's improving. One thing that I was talking to Stat Dog about is it looks like we're starting to shorten up the running back rotation a little bit. Look like we're starting to go with a little bit more of a 1-2 and a kind of a third guy to kind of give us a little change of pace there instead of going with the 5 or 6 guys. So it looks like as we're starting to get into the meat of the season, we're starting to kind of trim it up a little bit. And it looked like it's going to be, Cook and Zeus coming down the stretch. And if that's what it is, hey, that's fine. Let's roll with that, because we got to start to get some guys hot, get them some more touches. And I think they can do some more things. So it was good to see that. I think we're kind of trimming up that running back list a little bit.
I'm with you. I'm with you on the whole getting the running backs hot and shortening it up the rotation a little bit. But I do think some of that's been predicated by the opponent that we play too. Like with if we play those teams like Arkansas, Auburn, and Kentucky that gonna stack that box, he definitely gonna go with the more seasoned guys, especially Zeus, because Zeus, he can. While I love Kendall Milton ain't as quick with his reads for some reason when he coming out. And I mean, if you can get him going downhill, he good. But Zeus make those reads a little bit faster. But I'm glad. I'm like you. I'm glad we kind of shortened it up. My boy McIntosh been hurt the last couple of games, so he hadn't been in.
Right.
So
you on the wrong team as a running back. Talk about you hurt, boy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, good thing, out of mind, boy.
Hey, good thing is he got another year too. So we that'll help us out. You know what I'm saying? So Thad, what you seen out of that defense, man? I mean, Kentucky, they didn't run the ball, but they did have some passing yards though.
The defense held steady, in my opinion. I think at this point in the season, the defense is, they are who we think they are. I mean, they're going to dominate everybody who we play on the regular season schedule. The front is just, once again, we just got better players. The front is just so dominated. The front seven is just so dominated. It's amazing, man, how big and fast we are up front. I mean, it's just really amazing. I mean, it jumps out on camera. It jumps out on film. It's just really amazing. I can't really recall. It's been a long time since I've seen something like this, especially from the linebacker as a whole position. I mean, it's astounding, man.
It is, man. You right. Our big nasties up front, man, they make the defense go. But them linebackers, man, it's just crazy how they fly around the field, man. It's like people say, well, you can't run inside because of Jordan Davis, but you can't run outside because of the linebackers. It's like right. what you
That's
do?
how you get 7 carries for 7 yards. That's how you get that right there.
And a team total.
And he frees those linebackers up. It starts when he frees the linebackers up and run free.
Yep, and then
when
they had a team.
Linebackers do have some opposition though, like N'Kobe Dean when he sniffed out that screen, dude ran through 3 cats. He ran around him. He ran up under him. I mean, it was just.
And they had a play, JB. If they could have got that one block,
that's a touchdown. If they block that one dude, that's a touchdown.
What you got?
It's a lot of them.
Yeah,
it ain't like 3 or 4. It's a lot of them. Oh man.
Front 14, baby.
That's right. And now we in the off season this week, so we don't have no game to preview. So we're gonna give some of these cats some roses tonight. But before we do, I do want to ask y'all opinion on 2 things. First, exiting those players, Jimmy's and Joe's thing. This is just for me wanting to understand since y'all played. With the wide receivers, who determines what wide receivers go in on the play? Like, is it do the coach just have a preset rotation? Is it depending on the formation, or do you get the sub in? And I know you don't get the sub in and out on your own. I got somewhere I'm going with this. That's what I want to find out. So Thad, like when you play, who told you that go in the game? Is it the wide receiver coach or the offensive coordinator, or how that work?
Well, generally, it may be different from when I played, but generally our position coach handle who went in, when they want to go in, unless the head coach made an overriding decision.
Okay. A reason why I asked, man, is because I've been watching a couple games now just to see if this trend holds true. Anytime we got Justin Robinson, number 9, and Jalen Johnson, number 23. Now I know sometimes they both on the field at the same time because of injury, but anytime we got them 2 on the field, I don't care who else on the field, we running the ball. And I'm like, if I know that, then the defensive coaches got to know that when we playing. Just something to look at when we going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching that Saturday. I'm like, Jalen Johnson, Justin Robinson. Oh, I was like, it's a run play. Like easy because we're not throwing to do good. Justin Robinson can't catch a cold for some odd reason. I don't know. And you know what I'm saying? And they don't put Jalen out there enough for him to have his juices going enough. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know that because I'm like, why we trotting them both out there at the same time? Why we won't split them up so we can do a little, have more variety of the play call when one of them on the field?
We don't care.
Yeah, sometimes the coach
we like bully ball.
We just some bullies.
We're some bullies.
Just some bullies.
We don't care.
They out here, we running the ball.
Okay. What you gonna do about it?
Justin Robinson, a big boy now. He out there blocking. A big boy out there.
But Jalen Johnson can't block that good though. He's Hey, respect to Jalen Johnson, man. I'm gonna start out giving flowers and say respect to Jalen Johnson for giving our boys a breather when they need a breather, man. I appreciate you, dog.
That's what's up.
The village, baby.
All right, cool, Cal. Who you want to give some roses to tonight, man? Offense, defense. Who you want to give some roses to tonight, man?
Y'all see this?
Nope.
Maybe
a
not.
little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe not. Maybe not. That's a Brock for Heisman. I'm with you, B. That's who's getting the roses. Brock for Heisman. Hey man, he's been special. And throughout the years, I've been saying for a long time, when are we gonna get that freshman? We get a lot of talent, but that freshman that comes right in, and he's just a great player from day one. He just comes, a lot of other teams, you see Bama and LSU and some of the other teams, and I think sometimes you just got to have that guy. He just steps on the field, and he's a difference maker. You know what I'm saying? He looks like as far as halfway through the season, what's that?
Seems like a good kid.
I said he seemed like a good kid, too, off the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And that's another amazing thing, too, and that's great scouting, great recruiting to go out there all the way to California, find this kid, get him in camp. Yeah. He just came in, made an instant impact, man. But, I mean, obviously, we got a lot of other guys we can talk about all over the field. I just wanted to steal JV Thunder on that one real quick.
He don't know what to say now. He don't know who he's going to get now, bro.
Right. I want to see, can he pick it up and go with somebody else? JV, there's other guys on the team, too.
Yeah, but that's so.
All right, so I'm going to give JV. Since
you
stole his thunder, I am going to give JV a little time to think about it. I knew he was going to go with Brock. That's why I wanted to go somewhere else. Dan, who you giving roses to tonight, man? What you got?
Believe it or not, man, as hard as people think that I am, on the quarterback position, rightfully so I am, but I'm going to give out my roses to who y'all call the mailman. I mean, under the circumstances,
I like it.
Let's go.
Where he's been asked to do, I mean, he's going out and doing it. I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to make the throws, you got to make the reads, and he's doing it. He's not doing anything outside of what you would be asking anyone to do with the type of defense that we're playing. So I'm going to give out the roses to Stetson Bennett. We give him a hard time, and even to this day, I think I said this last week, as much as, people want to give him roses like we are today, we still looking to replace him. But the guy keep doing things that he really haven't given us a reason to replace him, which we may talk about in the later segment here. But yeah, I'm gonna give my roses to Stetson Bennett at the minute. He's doing exactly what you asking him to do.
Y'all hear that, America?
The mailman.
Y'all hear that, America?
Yeah, the mailman continuously delivering L's to these teams. That's what he's doing. Yep. So, all right, E-Rob.
At
a high rate. He's actually like the only two quarterbacks in the past 5 years been more accurate than him on this type of team has been Joe Burrow and Matt Jones from just by a little bit though. So
he got like a $200 but 200 quarterback rating, something like that, very close.
I'm telling you, he's been balling. So E-Rob, who you giving your roses to, man?
So obviously, I mean, we're 7-0 guys. We're number one in the nation. We're looking dominant. So I mean, pretty much the whole team is pretty much on point right now. But I am going to go with the group, the offensive line.
Okay.
we have been able to run the ball on everybody. That's the offensive line. And we keep talking about the quarterback. It really doesn't matter who it is in the game. They're not really getting molested. They're not getting harassed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the offensive line is playing pretty good. They're rounding in the shape. We got some young guys, we got some older guys, and it looks like, you know, as we get further along in the season, they're playing better and better. And like I said, we're able to run the ball on everybody we play. So that's important because that's who we are. That's offensive line.
All right. All right, JV, you done had some time to think about it now, man. Since Cool Cal stole your thunder with Brock Bowers, man, who you gonna give your roses to tonight, man?
Hey, listen, man, I appreciate Cal going ahead and acknowledging my genius early on in the season. Because Brock has definitely done his thing. But aside from everybody that's been mentioned so far, and I completely agree with all of my brothers. All of those guys and that group on the offensive line have been doing their thing. I'm going to have to go with another group, guys. I'm going to have to go with the interior D lineman. I'm talking about the Hulk himself. I'm talking about what's his name? Devontae
Wyatt.
Devontae Wyatt. I'm talking about the sophomore
Jalen
Dunn. I mean, he is a animal, dog. I don't know what to call these cats. They are playing literally out of their minds. They are playing like we have Warren Sapp, Reggie White, and he'll pick one.
Devontae White. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Devontae White.
Listen, let me do me. I'm just saying these guys are playing absolutely out of their head. Nobody has been able to really contain these guys. Period. So if you go back and you put those guys in college, then you might have what we have right now on one squad. They're standing up to the point of attack. They're definitely doing the job for these linebackers. These linebackers are flowing because these guys are eating. And so much respect to what they're doing on that D line, man. I'm saluting those cats. And you might have 2 All-Americans come out of that group, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna have one. You might have 2 All-Americans out of that group, those 3 guys right there. That's impressive. That D line, that D tackle.
I'm with you, dog. That D-line has been more than impressive this year. So, Stat Dog C, man, who you giving some roses to tonight, man?
Well, everybody didn't hit a home run with their picks. I'm going to go with old Lewis Seen, man. Lewis Seen covering on the back end, making a lot of checks and calls, just being the whole leader, really, of the defense, but particularly on the back end, man. You can just see he's really developed his coverage game this year, man, and I'm just really impressed and proud of him.
That's right. Lewis Seen has been holding it down in that secondary. I'm pretty sure getting his calls right. He didn't have his partner in crime last week, Chris Smith, but he still held it down. All right, I agree with all of what y'all said, man. And so y'all done took all the big names. I'm going with redshirt freshman Cedric Van Pran at the center position. He did not even know he was going to be starting until a week before the Clemson game. And this dude, like I always say, man, if you change out all 3 people, like you think about the offensive coordinator, he calling plays, you got the quarterback calling out coverages, and the center calls out the coverages or the schemes for the line. This dude stepped in and, like, I don't know, he playing like he been there. So we ain't had no fumble snaps and all this kind of craziness we had with Trey Hill. I don't know what was going on with that, but shout out to Cedric Van Pran, man, for stepping in and doing his thing and pretty much taking over the position, because Warren Erickson has, he came back like second or third game and he just playing right guard now. So he just moved
he can't get it back.
Nah, it's like
that's a good call.
He can't get it back.
That's a good call right there, Coach. Yep.
I'm telling you,
he is balling. He balling.
He is.
Because we don't call his name. That means he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting blown up. He's snapping the ball when it's supposed to be snapped, and he's we look really good coordinated on the offensive line. Like I said, we're looking really good up there, man. So that's a good call, Coach.
And I want to give an honorable mention to Mr. Todd Monken. Todd Monken, it don't matter who's in the game. He knows what package to call and when to call it, because our offense is just rolling regardless of who's on the field. It don't matter if it's Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers, or if it's A.D. Mitchell and Jermaine Burton or Stetson Bennett or J.T. Daniels. It don't matter who in the game. This dude calls the right plays, man. I think we've been waiting on this. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Kobe, and when you win, don't it all just feel good? When you win, it just don't matter. You can't go wrong.
It do feel good, but you know that I'm always watching the game, looking for some areas, which gets us into the next segment where we can sharpen the pencil, as JV alluded to earlier on our chat. Where we can be a little bit more sharper, like not that we ain't playing good enough to win, but where we can all, like Kirby always say, we always working every day. We're working to get better. That's his favorite thing. He say every day we're working to get better. So I'll start with you, Thad. Where can we sharpen the pencil?
Wow, that's a good question. Once again, you know, when you winning, everything just seems amazing. You know, everything is all good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna kind of come from a standpoint of where I don't know if anyone else has thought about, but where we can sharpen the pencil, I think it's just from a health standpoint. I just want to get back healthy. It's amazing what we've been doing, but you got to understand we're not the team on paper who we are right now, who we thought we was coming to the season. We're a whole totally different team. We're playing with a bunch of young guys. So I really would like to just get healthy and actually see, you know, where we can actually be when we all together.
I got you. All right.
That's a good call.
That is.
A good call, man.
Cool Cal, what you got on it, man? Where can we get a little bit better or make some improvements on going forward?
And I know this is definitely nitpicking the hell out the defense, because what could I say against a unit that's giving up like 6 points a game? I'd like to see us get some more turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, see some corners and the safeties, see us get some more turnovers, get some more easy opportunities for our offense. I mean, you know, just to nitpick it, you know, like I said, but that's a unit I would like to see start to do a little bit more as far as, you know, Lewis, we talked about Lewis, saying he's having a great year, but I'd like to start seeing, you know, get a pick or two, you know. Let's see what we can do. Start, you know, let's get that turnover chain or whatever, the dog chain out a little bit more. You know, so that's what I would like to see us do a little bit more.
Though, okay? You ain't give them 4-5 plays and you up out of there.
Hey, hold on. This was my segment. You got yours.
There we go.
You went with health. I'm with you.
JV, where can we, as you say, sharpen the pencil, man, going forward, you know, prepare for the opponents down the line, man?
Yeah, if I gotta find something, man, I'm gonna kind of err on the side of our return game and special teams. One of the things that we haven't been is extremely dynamic back there. You know, I want to see a guy back there that's going to give me some shape, and I want to see some blocking that's going to be dynamic enough to at least free some guys up. It seems like people get on top of us pretty quick, and the guys who are back there don't necessarily have a lot of room to make things happen. Now, we have had our guy back there, number 10, and he was kind of struggling health-wise, but still, I just don't. I would like to see a better return game, period, whether it's kickoff return or punt return, and that's really all I can point out.
And to that goes, I think, in my opinion, goes along with what Thad said about health, because Kenny McIntosh is our starting kick returner, but he hasn't been all the way healthy all year. And then, like you said, we've had Kyrus Jackson back there because we know he can catch the ball, but he ain't been 100% to be explosive like he need to be. So that kind of go with both of what y'all saying: better special teams returns and getting healthy. All right, E-Rod, man, you up on deck, man. Where we sharpening the pencil at, man?
Well, I think offensively, I would like to see some more big plays. I think that because with this kind of defense, if we add more big plays, then because our whole goal is to get up on people. We can get up on you 17-0. It's gonna be a long day for you. So we can just dial up more big plays. I know, you know, getting healthy is gonna definitely influence that. So we can get number 7 back, get some more receivers back. Maybe get JT. I don't know. I don't know if that dude's ever gonna come back. But whatever we got to do, just dial up more big plays more consistently. even in the run game, because we eventually lean on you in the run game, but there was a time we were snapping off 30, 40-yard runs every, you knew it was going to come, and that hasn't really been the case this year, so I'd like to see that.
That's true. I thought about that watching the game. I was like, while Zamir did look better, we still missing that DeAndre Swift, that Nick Chubb, that Sony, that Todd Gurley, where once he get to the second level, it's pretty much over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all all made some good points, man. I'm gonna go along the lines of JV, but I need our kicker to be better. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need this dude.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Bruh,
That's a great point.
This dude, and I had a feeling after the first couple of games, he missed some, what I call in his range chip shots. I had a feeling he was gonna miss an extra point and break our streak, and he did it on Saturday. I'm like, bruh, come on, bro. This has been going since 2014. We got like I don't even know if nobody will catch our streak. But then in the game prior, I think he missed the game. I think against Arkansas or Auburn, one of them two, he missed one, and I'm like, bruh, I get it. Our defense is playing good, the offense is moving the ball, but we need these field goals, dog. So I want him to tighten up a little bit. I don't know what our kicking coach, ain't that Kevin Butler, our kicking coach. I need him to tighten Jake Lesney up so we can count on him.
I was watching damn Dragon Ball Z during practice time to get out there and kick some field goals.
So, hey, C-Rock, Stat Dog C, what you got, man? Anything that we didn't touch on that you think we need to sharpen up on?
Honestly, no. I think we kind of hit some great spots, great point. I would piggyback maybe, just being nitpicky, it'd be good to have more turnovers, if we could get the ball back to the offense that much more. And then, continue to do that. And we got the rest of the season to work on that and get better, just like, everything else we touched on. So, I think it can possibly happen.
Okay. All right. Well, we do have a lot of stuff we could work on to be nitpicky, but as we keep playing like we're playing, we keep doing what we're doing. It's gonna be harder and harder every week to try to find something to point out. So I'm gonna put y'all on the spot, and I'm gonna make y'all choose a player. All right, E-Rob, you only can have one, dog, and this is for first, second, and third down on defense. You going with Jordan Davis or you going with Jalen Carter?
Why are you doing this to me, Coach? Hey.
It's your turn. This is your turn to go first. See?
Since you're saying first, second, third down, I'm gonna go with Jalen Carter because I just feel like I watched that kid this year, and dude, I had to rewind it. Like, are you seeing what he's doing to these people's children out there? I mean, he's totally just disrupting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go 88.
Okay. Anybody disagree with him?
I'm going to go
I disagree.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan, what you got to say? Why you going with JD over Jalen Carter?
I'm gonna let Cool Cal go. Everybody's so sensitive. You can go first.
All right, Cool Cal. He has yielded the floor to you.
Well, let the sensitivity begin. But I'm with my man. I'm with my man Thad on it because I just feel like Jordan Davis. I feel like he makes everybody's job easier. I feel like he makes Jalen Carter's job a little easier. I feel like the linebackers, he's just so disruptive. It's like he eats up a tackle and a guard, a center and a guard on every play. And I just believe it allows everybody else to eat. That's a tough question, Coach. But if I had to go with one right now, I'd go with Jordan.
Okay.
Just because of those
88 tearing up some double teams too, though, Cool Cal. 88 is
I got you. He an animal.
Listen, I pose the question because I understand.
Jordan Davis more dominant on first and second down than any player we have.
That's true.
That's why I was clear to say on third down, dog, 88 is getting off and getting in that backfield so fast, dog. He is just, you can't do anything on third down.
Yeah. Now it's part of that. It's part of that. The reason it's part of that because Jordan Davis already done put him in bad. Second and 11.
But it's a great problem to have.
It is a great problem. It is a great problem to have. Now, JB, I ain't giving you the same thing. I'm going defense. Who you taking? Quay Walker, or Channing Tindall?
I'm gonna take Quay Walker.
Quay? You taking Quay over Channing? Tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why. There's not, to me, a demonstrative difference between the linebackers, man. All these cats are built and chiseled. All these cats are able to run. I just feel like, man, Quay Walker, when I see that cat line up on that field, Tindall holds it down in the middle. But Quay Walker, to me, man, when he takes that first step, he is explosive. He is, to me, not to now one of y'all, but to me, one of the most explosive linebackers we have outside of 17 out there. And so because of that, I would take him. Now,
okay.
What?
Okay,
E-Rob.
Okay, E-Rob.
Because you saying explosive 41. I mean, every time 41 on the field, like they shot him out of cannon. That's all. Okay, I'm done.
I think.
Man, he asked me.
I think Quay is better in coverage.
Yes, I agree with that. He's a better overall, but 41, you just tell him seat ball, fine ball, and just go blow it up.
There you go.
Don't worry about anything else.
Anytime you have a cowboy collar, that's gonna be your sign.
Absolutely. See ball, get ball.
Great call.
See ball, get ball.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Another hard task. All right, one more of those. C-Rob. All right, we've been watching Brock Bowers do his thing, but we know what Darnell Washington can do when he's healthy. Who you going with the healthy Darnell Washington or a Brock Bowers? Who you going with?
That's hard, but I'm gonna go with Brock, and I'm gonna go with Brock because I think he run routes a little bit better and he seemed a little bit more fluid.
Okay, I can get with that. I get anybody disagree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay. E-Rob, you going with Darnell Washington? Why?
Only because Darnell Washington is a physical freak. I mean, dude's 6'7", 260 pounds. He runs good routes. He has great hands. I ain't seen him drop no balls yet.
Yeah. Okay.
How big is Brock?
He's about 6'3".
6'3", 230.
6'3".
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, again, these are champagne problems, but also, I mean, so in the passing game, Darnell, he's a matchup problem, and he has good hands.
Yeah.
Secondly, in the run game, I'm watching him out there. He has made it's different with him out there when we're trying to run the ball. He definitely is stealing that corner, and when he comes down, he's coming across and kicking out. He's a problem. He's something to deal with. So I don't know that Brock really affects us in the run game like Zero does. So I'm gonna go with Zero because he helps us both in the passing game and the running game. And it's been I can see it now that he's back on the field.
Yeah, the run game.
You know where I reside.
Yeah, that's why I didn't ask you. You know, you on Team Brock. You try to get my boy Washington on the bench.
I ain't disagreeing with what you got, E-Rob. Like those are great points. No doubt about it. And I can see, but I don't think Brock is slouching the run game by no means, though.
No, I don't either. But our run game did get better.
I think his explosiveness on offense, being able to stretch the field and being a mismatch, kind of outweighs what Washington does in the run game for me in totality.
Okay, what you say, Cool Cal?
Mm-hmm. I'm going with Brock just because I'm seeing him actually do it. He's producing and actually doing it, and so I know Washington was hurt. He was supposed to be the guy coming into the season. And although he showed a lot of potential and he's got all the physical skills and all that, Brock is actually doing. He's actually playing at the All-American level. So I go with him.
I got you. I don't know. That's a hard one. Like you say, Thad said, like Brock is explosive as hell. Huh? Like, I don't know. Nobody can really cover him. You know what I'm saying? A corner too small.
H-back, man. You know what I mean? You can
He agile. He agile as hell.
You can line him up in the backfield. He's like an H-back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he like that Jeremy Shockey when he played at Miami. Yeah. Like it's like what you gonna do with him? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great comparison.
Yeah, I'm telling you, though. Like,
Shockey was 6'5" though.
Yeah,
I
he
was
had a
thinking
couple.
about
Of
Aaron
I feel like
Hernandez.
your boy from Hernandez. There
Yeah.
you go. Your
There
boy.
you go.
That's it. That's it right there. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thing
That's
is,
a
when
good
you got
one.
a talent like that, that
Without-
offensive coordinator, you have to
without the
find a way to
killing
get
your
them boys the ball, man. You got that kind of talent. Get them the ball, man. Get them the ball. I don't care. Find a way. Get them the ball.
And
I don't want to hear it. Get them the ball.
I think
it makes your job easier. Those two dudes are problems. Get them the ball.
Yeah, and I think Monken knew that coming in, especially with the health of our wide receivers. He definitely has not shied away from throwing that ball to the tight end a lot this season. I don't know where Brock had it.
Separation.
It's so good to see.
It is so good
It's
to see
beautiful
because we haven't had this kind of talent, but we've had under Kirby, but we've had some tight ends, but we haven't really gotten to see what they really can do. And Todd Monken
It's hard to get a tight end in the game, man, when you are running base, I-form, offenses, and you expecting a tight end to either run a seam or a quick out. Like, these guys are creating space on offense, so it's a different scheme, but also it's a matchup problem because then and now we have motion in the game. We had none of that stuff before. It would just line up and beat them or get beat. Now you have some strategy.
JV, also you have to, you guys, we have to understand too, this guy is running wheel routes.
Reverses.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
a lot of people don't have a tight end that can, athletic enough to do. This man is beating folks on wheel routes.
But it's a scheme too, because even on that touchdown that he caught, that was at the bottom portion of the field, he gave him a little blocking go. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
So it's not just even him saying, you know what, I'm going to use my speed, or Monken saying, you know what, we know this guy's athletic, so let's just launch him off the line and hope he beats somebody. I mean, it's a little strategy, it's a little scheme in there. A quick block and a slip. Got past the linebacker. They had to see something from that guy because it really was no reason for him to realistically run that pattern like that. They had to see something from him. Slipped out, caught the touchdown, wide open. But to your point, we can great separation.
Yeah. The dude tracked the ball too. Like, he looked back at Stetson, the ball was already in the air. He tracked the ball.
That's beautiful.
Like, that was crazy right there. I was like, Brock literally is
anticipation throws by the mailman. To your point, Thad.
Yeah. Brock,
that was a great throw.
I felt like it was a great throw and it was a great catch. I was like, look at Brock out here throwing his hat in the ring for the Mackey Award. I'm like, let's do it. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, before you go forward, can I ask this question to the group? I just one quick question. Hey, guys, how do y'all feel about what Stoops did at the end of the Kentucky game?
That was the next
going to score that last touch. I just want to know how y'all feel about it. I'll tell y'all how I feel at the end, but Thad, how do you feel about that? Do you have any feelings about that? I'm curious.
If I'm Stoops, I'm gonna do it too. But as a Georgia fan, man, you messing up spreads, you costing folks money. You messing up our stats. I get it, but at the same time, if I'm Stoops, I'm gonna call time. I'm gonna try to get me 7 more too.
Right.
JB, how you feel about that?
Pretty much the same way. I just feel like next year we need to put a few more points up on him just to let him know that we ain't.
That's going on the board. That's going on the bulletin board, though. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
it's cool, but it's on the bulletin board. Yep.
We're gonna throw it up just to let folks know he tried to prove a point. Remind these kids that, you know what, we ain't gonna let that happen again. We ain't gonna let them score in the last few seconds.
We ain't gonna let them get close. We ain't gonna let them get close. Yep.
We're gonna stall them out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Cal, how you felt about it? My bad, Coach.
No.
Hey, do you?
If I would have did that, they would have gave me hell.
I was just curious. I was thinking about how my boys feel about that, man. Because that jump was crazy, man. Cal, how you felt about it?
Yeah, I feel the same way. But with Stoops, and that's Kentucky, like, that's a win for them. You know what I'm saying? That made them feel good going off the field, gave them some confidence. And as a coach of them, I would have done the same thing because they still trying to finish up, with a chance to maybe say, hey, we can put our hat in the ring and go to the playoffs and we go undefeated. Well, if we got the one loss.
Right.
Yeah.
And at this point, they're the only team that's done scored multiple touchdowns on the Dogs, so they're going to put that on the resume.
Yeah.
And how you feel about it, Coach?
Hey, I feel like y'all, man, like if I'm Stoops, I can't take my timeouts home with me. I don't know if I'd have waited till 4 seconds. Listen, I believe I'm gonna try to score until it's over and not try to score. I don't care if it's my third, fourth straight. I'm still trying to score. Because like I say, I coach high school basketball for 15 years and AAU for 15 years. I've been on both sides of that. And when I was the losing coach, I was trying to score. But on the reverse side, I always remember when somebody tried to do me like that. And the next time we played them, I made sure to put up a couple more 3-pointers, even when we was up 40. So, I mean, I'm a competitor, so I see both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like JV. I feel like when we roll to Lexington next year, so we don't need to run out the clock so early. We just need to put up.
Coach, you said when y'all was up by 40, y'all were hooping, huh?
Listen here, man. I'm no mercy. Listen, I'll tell you, if I let y'all talk to my old assistant coach, he'll give you his favorite story is we was up 20 at halftime, and I literally cussed my whole team out because I wanted them to be up 40. Like, I did not play that. Like, we get in here, I don't care nothing about the other team. I don't care who your friends is. I'm like Spurrier. I'm here to score. You're here to stop me. If you can't stop me,
that's on you.
That's why I'm not, Mark Stoops. If I'm Mark Stoops, I'm calling the time out.
Coach got a little killer in him. I ain't think you had it in you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I hate losing, and I always want to prove a point. I want people to know. That's why sometimes I do want to score more on other teams, because like when we watched Alabama last year, like there was no doubt. And I think our defense leaves no doubt. I don't know if our offense always leaves no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to leave no doubt. They're like, man, there was no, listen, it don't matter. Cause I was watching Aaron Murray's YouTube channel. He said he talked to Mike Bobo after the game. He said, ask Mike Bobo, how good is that Georgia defense? He said, man, that's one of the best defense I've seen. But we had opportunities. I don't even want you to be thinking you had no opportunity. You're like, hey, man, we couldn't do nothing, man. Like, what we gonna do? That's how I feel. That's just my personal way.
I like that in you, Coach. I like that in you.
Hey, my son is about to be 10 tomorrow. He don't get no wins on nothing unless he earn them. I don't care. We don't give away wins and nothing.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
We dragging them, we dogging them out. So they can defend themselves.
I feel like that's how you
look, Coach.
Hey, appreciate that. Hey, but I feel like that's how you develop dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's like your team take on your personality. So if you always like, oh well, we got enough points, it's 21-7, then they kind of relax. But if Mark Stoops taught his team something that day. He like, man, I don't care what the score is. We trying to score on anybody. And for those that's returning next year or going forward this year, I think they're gonna remember that. So that's how I feel about it.
That's what Saban do.
You know,
you should be. That's what we out here to do. That's what we doing. That's why we bleed and practice like that. We're gonna do what we supposed to do.
Now that we got all that out the way, what the Dog Nation want to know: do we keep Stetson when JT Daniels is 100%? If he gets to be 100%, I'm not gonna start with the obvious because we already know. Had been what we need, you know what I'm saying, where he been at on this. I'm gonna start with Cool Cal. Cool Cal. JT 100%, like no holdback or nothing. Is he just the second string quarterback now or what?
I think JT comes, I think when JT comes back, he's 100% healthy. His elbow, his oblique, his left toe, everything is clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. We see him in practice every day. He looks good. He's out there throwing the ball around because obviously we got to evaluate the practices as well. He looks good. I think he comes back in and starts. And here's the reason why. Because if he goes out and he struggles, Stetson is the perfect guy to come in because he's done it. He's been in a relief role. He wasn't a guy that was really ever supposed to come here and play anyway. So he can come in if the team needs saving, if we need, some juice. He's done it in the past. We can bring him in to come in and save a game. And if that's the case, then obviously we ride him out the rest of the year. But I do think if JT comes back, he's 100%, everything's clean. Let's see what he looks like. We got the defense to go out there to be able to control the game. It's not going to ever get away from us. Let's see what he got.
Not to say that I disagree or agree, but to that argument, you got a guy on fire. Y'all all play, y'all know how it is. You got a guy on fire. Like Stetson Bennett literally is on fire. Like with the plays they calling for him, he's completing them at a high elite rate. What does that do to his psyche if you say, dog, you've been balling, but you ain't good enough, so let me bring my guy back in. So then you say JT go out there and don't get it done. But meanwhile, Stetson watching. I'm not saying Stetson hating on JT, but Stetson last year when he got benched for JT because he was not playing good, Stetson looked in the offseason. He was going to transfer again, and Kirby talked him out of it. So it's still in the back of his mind. So he's still been playing out of his mind. What happens to his psyche if you do that? You say, all right, we're going back with JT. Let's say JT healthy next week, and we say we're going with JT against Florida, even though you've been balling, dog.
Okay, let me answer that real quick. Okay, but he didn't come into the season as the starter. The only reason he's playing is because there was an injury. So my point is, if he felt like I was so much better and I should be on the field, he could have beat him out in camp all throughout the summer, all last year. He didn't do that. Clearly, JT was the better guy, and that's who they were going to start the season with.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's kind of like
I'll leave it at that.
Jake Fromm didn't come in as a starter either. Jacob Eason got hurt, but Jacob Eason never got his job back either. So that's what I mean. I just don't know.
We can't answer that question, Coach. We go week to week. We can't answer that question. Right now, Stetson is our guy. Take it or like it, eat it. That's what it is.
That was Thad's answer.
Hey, Coach.
We can't answer that question. Stetson's our guy right now. Until JT get back, that's what it is. Eat it.
Oh, E-Rob, man, what you got to say about that, man? We can't answer that. We week to week.
Oh man, y'all tripping.
What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy, man?
What's wrong with this dude, man?
I'm just saying that y'all see where I be coming from.
That's your man's in them, yo.
Oh.
But to echo exactly, I feel exactly how Cool Cal feels. And the thing is, to answer your question though, Coach, Stetson knows who he is. He knows where he is in the pecking order. He knows his role. So I think that, some quarterbacks might take that personal, if they put just JT back and feel some kind of way. He really doesn't have any options at this point. You know what I'm saying? This is his last year. You just either got, you can't, this is it. So he's just going to have to deal with it. And I think that, if JT's healthy, he's the 5-star big-time player, the only dude to throw for 300 yards. Put him out there. Let's see what he can. And Stetson, if he doesn't, it shows, man, we know what you can do. And we know that you can run our offense and be confident. We'll let you do that. But those big plays that I'm talking about, I think JT is just more prone. I think we had a better chance of hitting those big plays more consistently with JT, in my opinion.
Okay. All right.
I hope.
JV, how you feeling on the situation, dog? You rolling with E-Rob and Cool Cal, man, or you say let Stetson, let the mailman keep delivering the mail?
To me, it kind of depends on when JT gets healthy with his multitude of injuries and soft tissue problems. If it's against Florida, I really don't want to see. I'm not sure I want to see JT out there against Florida, because I think that's the stiffest competition that we're going to have for the rest of the season, at least to start the game out. Stetson's had a high hand. I believe in riding a high hand. Now, we got some cupcake games coming up that JT can get out there and really sharpen up his skills for the rest of the season. I think that would be a better play. The guy's hot. I wouldn't really want to take the ball out of his hands, and it wouldn't be because I think he has a fragile ego. I think the kid's gone through a lot already anyway, right? I mean, hell, he left Georgia, went to a JUCO, came back, wasn't even thought about, skipped over. So I don't think he has a fragile ego. He was poor last year, because he sucked in the Alabama game. Let's be clear.
And he wanted to leave at the end of the year too.
He did, but he also wanted to leave because hell, he was like 4th on the depth chart. So I mean,
but
if you
the
really
head
want
coach
to play,
talked him into coming back though.
He
You know, so
did.
that says a lot right there too. That says a lot with all these 5 stars and all
can
that.
I finish,
like,
E-Rob?
no, you stay.
Can I finish, E-Rob?
Oh yeah,
Thank
my
you,
bad,
sir.
dog.
My thing, I appreciate you. But if you're 4th or 5th on the depth chart, and you feel like you can play, then you would probably look into it or investigate maybe going somewhere too. But to your point, if the head coach comes to you and say, "Listen, man, we know it's going to be some opportunity for you to be able to showcase yourself this coming up here, and if you stay, that speaks volumes." So I wouldn't want to put him in this very next game. I would want to at least give JT some. I want to give him some warm up and some warm up and some kind of some clutch time for him to be able to kind of get himself back together. He got to get back into that game shape, throwing shape, seeing defense, and seeing people run at him, all that good stuff.
Okay. Dad, how you really feel about the situation? Not the politically correct answer, dog.
Hey, look here, man. You know, I'm sitting back here listening, man. You guys, man, y'all terrible, man. When I tell y'all play wolf ball, y'all on both sides of the fence. To what Cal said earlier, listen, if y'all love this defense like y'all been harping on this defense so much, why would you take this quarterback out if you got this defense? People was just saying last week, y'all feel like we can win it all with them. So why would you take him out and try to mess up the chemistry? Y'all done gave the man a nickname and everything. What, he the mailman now?
He already had that name.
We didn't give it to him.
He already had that name.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
If y'all gonna keep riding the defense and the energy, like I said, no false sense of comfortability. Why would you take the quarterback out? If he been winning and doing everything we asked him to do, why would you take him out? No matter who back healthy. Because what you're saying is, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, y'all be talking about how he doing it, how he doing that, but we always looking to replace him. But y'all give me HEW hockey stick.
Real quick though, Thad, there was only one person that said definitively they felt like Stetson could do it. It was CA. He ain't on the defender stuff, but he was the only one who said that. We were like, I don't know about all that.
All right, so go ahead and rebuttal that, Cool Cal, because tonight Cool Cal said that he would start JT. I can't remember what we said prior. I do know the CA said we could win it all with Stetson because of Todd Monken. Right. Not just with Stetson, but because of Todd Monken, I think is what CA said. But go ahead and rebuttal that, Cool Cal.
To rebuttal that, I've always said I didn't think we could win with Stetson. I've never said that. But what I also have said is he's actually winning me over game by game, but I'm still steadfast on my point is if JT is healthy, we look at him in practice, he looks good, let me see what he has. If he doesn't look good, I'm coming back with Stetson. That's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, I've always said that the offense looks better with JT. Even the offense looks good with Stetson, but I've always said that it looks better with JT. I know Stetson is more mobile than JT, but I don't feel like JT has to be more mobile because he.
But how does the narrative change this week? Just a couple of weeks ago, we had the same question. It was like Stetson, our guy, eat that.
Yeah, listen, me and you.
So
why are we
talking about it now? That ain't even.
I don't know what you mean by.
Why are we talking
That's not
about
true,
it now?
though.
Let's say what we got.
What do you mean by
we?
What do you mean by we?
What I'm
was
saying
talking
is
about between him and Carson Beck, he's the guy.
You're right.
Dude, no, I'm saying we as a group, we were talking about the quarterback position. And we was like, at the end of the day, why are we talking about JT? Stetson Bennett is playing right now. He's our guy. JT is not healthy. So why are we talking about the same thing right now? With if I say the same thing every week, why are we talking about this right now? He's not healthy. He's not our guy. Stetson is our guy.
He just said if he
That's
is
not what we
healthy.
said. We said if he is healthy.
He
That's
went
what
through
we
a whole
said. It's a different
checklist of what he
scenario.
meant by healthy.
Okay.
Well, like I said,
he went through like 17 things. And he got to be this, and healthy. What are you saying?
I've always held this. I can't speak for nobody. I personally held the same status since the beginning. JT is the better option I said I don't think we can win it all with Stetson. I still don't. Stetson has been balling. I'm giving him some roses. He's been balling. I do not think we can win the national title if we used to play. Ohio State can put up points. Not the amount they've been putting up on everybody else, but like, you know, they've been putting up 40 plus on everybody else. They still can get some breaks and stuff, you know, like I don't know, like how South Carolina got a couple of breaks on us in the game. And I feel like they got way better talent than South Carolina. And we've always said it's about Jimmys and Joes and matchups. I feel like Ohio State can put up 21, 24 on us, and they defense.
Can we put up 24 or 20?
Absolutely.
Can we put up 24 on them?
I do not. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because I watched the game.
Yeah.
I watched the game, and I know Todd Monken not opening up the play, but we have to have that. We was running one wide receiver, 3 tight end, or one wide receiver, 2 tight end, 3. We was running 13 personnel on Saturday, man. 13 personnel ain't going. I don't care who you got out there, ain't gonna win you no natty. I'm telling you that right now.
You got to win this game. That's what won the game.
That's what Thad is just talking about. We talking about down the line, Ebro. Of course, Florida.
We won't be in 3 tight ends in that game. In this game, we did. I guess I don't get
okay, what I'm saying is in the regular season, we can win with Stetson. Let me put it like that. Do you think we can beat Alabama with Stetson Bennett? Because y'all both just said start JT. You and Kukow just said start JT if he healthy. So if we win it, then you just turn it around and said, well, we talking about this week. I'm talking about
terrible,
SEC. Let me put it plain and simple. SEC championship, first round of the playoffs, national championship.
We can beat Alabama with both quarterbacks, with either or. I guess that's what I'm saying. Hear me clear. With either or, we can win against Alabama this year.
I don't believe we can beat
Alabama. Why
Alabama.
would you start, Jake? You know, I'm done.
So I brought up the question because it ain't just us talking about the question. It's like you see people. I mean, it's on social media, it's on ESPN. They say, you know, it don't matter where it's at. It's like Stetson been on fire. So when JT is healthy, which it looked like he gonna be for Florida, do you bring him back as the backup or do you bring him back as the starter? I mean, it's a valid question. I mean, I'm pretty sure the coaches are talking about it right now. So, I mean, C-Rod, where you at on it, dog?
Man, put JT in. Put JT. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm with the chemistry thing too. I get that 100%. I do. But at the end of the day, man, I don't feel like when it count, he gonna be able to make it go like it needed to go when it count. And at the end of the day, we saw it last year. Yeah, he could have got better last year, but he gonna have to get like 360 degrees better than last year. Because at the end of the day,
in no big games.
We haven't. We haven't. So let's see him in one.
I agree. Exactly.
Let's see him in one. So yeah, let's start him. If he's healthy, put what you call him, that soft tissue on him, man. Go on and put him in. Let him play. Let's let him play, man. Let's see what he got, man. Damn all that. We know what the mailman got. And he did have that nickname before. I think he got to add this thing, but he did. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You know,
ain't nobody on here gave that man no nickname. He ain't like that.
What I'm getting at is, I didn't mean when I said y'all. I wasn't talking about y'all. I was just talking about in general. He got a nick. I didn't know he had a nickname.
Yeah.
My whole point being is, if we want to be a championship team, this is all I'm saying. This is what it boiled down to, and maybe this is where people get me wrong at. This is what I'm saying. We're supposed to be a national championship team. You guys tell me to answer this question. We're a national championship team, and we got to walk on that starting quarterback. We just shouldn't be in that position is all I'm saying. I don't care how you want to look at
it. Man, you know, because we 7-0, man, we have to find something to talk about. But
that called Carson Beck don't. That Carson
right, because the 4-star, he better than the 4-star and the 5-star behind him. I guess
he more
just because he was a walk-on, so
he more experienced. He more experienced. He's not better. He's more experienced.
He's better right today.
Well, more experience can make you better.
Okay, I'll go with that. Today.
but the whole point that we shouldn't be in this position. We should have someone, I don't care, he freshman, sophomore, junior, 1, 2, or 3 star that's a scholarship player that should be able to be. There's no way that we should be a national championship team with a walk-on quarterback.
I agree with you, brother. I agree.
Where's our Caleb Williams? I agree. You know what I'm saying? Where's our guy like that? Why can't none of all these 5-stars that we got behind, how come none of them can beat Stetson out?
They call Brock, man. Brock's so far behind.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't know. I've never been in a college practice, but I personally believe those guys don't get the reps in practice enough because Kirby's a go with the safe guy. He's a go with the safe guy. So he's gonna give Stetson more. He is a go with the safe guy. That's the reason why Zabir started out the season.
He'll give them the opportunity to show their stuff. If they can play, they're gonna get an opportunity to show their stuff.
Now that quarterback determines so much of your win. You can do that at wide receiver.
I ain't talking about now, 7 games into the season. I'm talking about when in evaluation time in the spring, in early fall camp. If they can make plays, they'll have opportunities to show themselves. They just ain't done it.
Yeah, if Brock was the guy, he'd be playing. He ain't the guy.
Right. Like if you got talent and it's demonstrative, there's no way you're not going to show up in practice and then you will get your reps. You just haven't separated yourself.
Bennett out, man. Come on now.
What?
What's the name? Dwayne Mathis beat Stetson.
Mathis beat Stetson out.
I said, I think you get up sometimes. I just I don't always believe the best talent. Like the best talent don't always play, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's not because we all sat on here and said that Kenny McIntosh was the best overall running back. Kenny McIntosh has the least amount of carries out of all the running backs. So don't tell me they all get the same opportunity. He goes with experience. He does use that in the factor.
But were they not splitting equal?
No, they ain't never split. They ain't never split equal reps.
Coach I, you can't ever leave out politics, brother.
Okay, that's what I'm just saying. I just was talking to his point about if you the better talent, you gonna get the more reps. That's not always the case. Justin Fields was the better talent.
I didn't say if you're the better talent, you're gonna always have a chance to show your talent, though. So
I only read, but in this situation, hold on, guys, hold on. Oh, in this situation, if you're the better talent, a walk-on not gonna play before you. It's simple.
That's a great point. That's true.
That's why Mathis started last year. That's exactly why. Not that he was a better player, he's just a more talented person. Before I put the walk-on, I put the more talented guy out there.
Yep.
And then he proved himself to be some boo-boo. Instead, proved himself to be a pretty good player.
You're being nice. You're being nice to him.
Will.
That's been real nice and courteous.
I think it's true in some cases, but not in all cases. I don't think it go down like that. But that's what we'll agree to disagree. Because like I said, they have not been splitting that way, splitting the equal carries at running back since McIntosh has been the better running back. So but you're right.
So, Coach, to answer your question, are we all in agreement that no matter at what point in time in the season, if and when JT come back, he's the starter?
I definitely saying JT should be the starter if he's 100% healthy. I don't care what Stetson did.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page, because energy and stuff change, man. I'm finna have to start writing this stuff down, man. There's so much wolf balling going on, man. So to answer this question, is that correct? Are we in agreement with that? Or we still up?
So okay, who says?
I wasn't in agreement with that.
Now JV says Stetson should he riding the hot hand until Stetson ain't the hot hand.
You riding with JV? You saying if JT is healthy, you riding with Stetson? That what you saying, JV?
What I'm saying is, depending on when JT is healthy,
okay,
then I will make that decision. But I'm gonna ride with Stetson, especially in this next game to start.
Okay.
See,
our biggest game of the year. Okay.
Well, at this time, I think the biggest game of the year was last week.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. And so you in agreement with the majority or with JV, Thad? I'm just getting it on camera.
I'm going week to week.
Man, stop that, man. Don't do that. Don't. Don't do that. Nah.
Listen, man, I have said from the jump, man, we got a Ferrari in the garage. I know it be dinged up, but when we get it fit, I want to see what the Ferrari do. Okay. I know what the little Mustang out here do, man. We don't seen the Mustang.
And that's the thing, Thad. That's what we were saying. We do too. We were saying that last week, but he's not going to be there. We can't. What you want?
But the question wasn't what's happening now. It was if. Can y'all not do scenarios? If JT, that's if is the key.
No. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago when he was saying the same stuff. We were like, man, I understand that. JT ain't gonna play though. Stetson's gonna be our quarterback against Auburn. I'm sorry. And I think he can win. I don't know what you.
Wake up, Cal. Spell it. Somebody good Cal. Spell it.
I'm throwing in the white towel. I'm throwing in the white towel.
Let's move on to the pick segment, man. Just get on to the pick segment. We can go on about JT and Stetson. It's a good problem to have, people. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, coming off of last week, man. Last week, number one winner was. I had that wrote down and then it just disappeared on the kid. Oh, here we go. C-Rob, astonishingly, was number one last week. C-Rob was 5-1, solo at the top. Good job, C-Rob. I don't know what you did different, but hey, you did it.
Hey man, every dog has his day, man.
Yeah, Thad coming in second. He was 4-2. Me and Cool Cow was 3-3, and then E-Rob, CA, and JB all 2-4. All right, that makes us overall. That makes Cool Cow still in the lead, 22-13. Thad is now in second. He jumped E-Rob. He is 19-16. E-Rob is 8. E-Rob, me and E-Rob 18-17. JV and C-Rob is 17-18. And then we have a new trailer at the bottom of the list. It's my boy CA. He's not here to talk about it, but he is 16-19 after going 2-4 last week. So with that said,
we need like a special hat for whoever's gonna be in last place at the end of the year. They gotta wear on the last show. They gotta wear some special hat.
Hey, the last show before, well, I guess I don't know. When we stopping this? Are we just doing regular season? We just doing regular season, right?
We're going all the way national championship.
Oh, okay. I was about okay. Well, I don't know what kind of hat we go wear. Let's make it wear Georgia.
We going to the Natty, baby. What you talking about?
I'm talking about
never gonna wear a Georgia Tech hat. Never gonna put Georgia Tech. Never gonna do that.
All right. With that said, Stat Dog C, give us our games for this week, and we will call out our picks.
All righty. We got Syracuse at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is -3.5. I am taking Syracuse.
All right, Cool Cow.
To cover.
I'm taking Virginia Tech to cover on that one.
All right, E-Rob.
Sweet easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cool Cow, Virginia Tech.
All right, JV.
Yeah, man, I got V-Tech.
All right, Thad.
Same here.
All right, I'm gonna go with C-Rob. I'm gonna go with Syracuse to beat V-Tech at V-Tech. All right. What's the next game up, C-Rob?
We got Oklahoma State at Iowa State.
Iowa State. All right. What's the point?
It's Iowa.
No, he put in the text. He put Iowa, but it's actually Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's the point spread on that one, C-Rob?
It's a -7.
All right. Iowa is giving up 7. Iowa State, I'm sorry, is giving up
Iowa State.
7.
Yeah, Iowa State -7. I'm taking Oklahoma State +7.
All right. Cool Cow.
That's a good pick, C-Rob. I'm gonna go with Iowa State, man. This is a game. I think Iowa State, they're gonna play well at home this weekend, man. I think they cover and get a big win. Give Oklahoma State a loss.
That
Oklahoma State.
All right. E-Rob.
Okie State, baby.
And JV.
I'm riding with the guys, Oklahoma State.
I'm riding with Okie State.
Which state, JV?
I said Oakley State.
Okay, I'm sorry, brother.
And I'm going with
where Oakley State at?
I'm going
and
I'm going with Okie State as well. All right, what's the next game up, C-Rob?
Next game, we got the Oregon Ducks at the UCLA Bruins. UCLA is -2. I'm taking Oregon.
All right. E-Rob.
Yeah, man, I can't stand Chip Kelly. Give me Oregon. Let's go.
Dad?
Oregon, man, they getting back healthy too.
All right, JP.
Yeah, I'm on that Oregon train.
Cal.
I'm with you guys, man. I was on that Oregon train too, man. I'm gonna switch my pick, man. I'm going with UCLA, man.
I'm going with Cool Cal. I'm going with UCLA. All right, what's the next game on the docket, C-Rob?
At the USC Trojans at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is -6.5. Taking Notre Dame.
All right, JB.
Yeah, I got Notre Dame on that one. I'm sorry. Let me recant that. I'm running USC on that.
All right, E-Rob.
Notre Dame.
Dad.
Notre Dame. Touchdown, Jesus.
I'm going with Notre Dame as well. Cal, who you going with?
Notre Dame playing some tight ball games. I'm gonna take the 6 points and take USC in there.
All right. All right. What's the next up on the docket stack, though?
We got North Carolina State at the U, Miami, and Miami is +3.
That's
taking North Carolina State.
See, that's why I don't be under. That's what I'm be knowing about Vegas, man. It's like North Carolina State been red hot, and Miami lost a quarterback and been playing like boo boo, man. How is this only a 3-point game?
Vegas know something. They
know something, man. All right, E-Rob, who you going with, man?
I had some. Now you got me nervous. Now you got me thinking. No, man, let me get NC State. I think Miami is a damn dumpster fire. So, yeah, let me go with NC State.
All right, Cal, who you going with, dog?
I agree with you, E-Rob. I think Miami's a dumpster fire, too. Give me NC State.
That?
Yeah, man, I'm going to take anybody over Miami.
I'm going with NC State, too. Who you going with, JB?
Man, NC State. I think it almost might be a clean sweep.
If CA go with them, that's definitely a clean sweep. And what's our HBCU game of the week?
Got Albany State playing Savannah State.
Both of these teams are one-loss teams, gentlemen. Just in case you didn't know, they both 6-1. Who you going with, C-Rob?
I'm going with Savannah State.
All right, Cal, who you going with, man?
I'm gonna go with Savannah State too, man. They got a good candy store this season.
All right, Dad, who you going with?
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, Albany State, boy, it's rough down there. I'm gonna go with Albany State, boy.
All right, I'm also going with Albany State. Who you going with, E-Rob?
No, I picked these games down. Albany State for the week.
All right, JB. All right, JB, who you going with?
Unsurprisingly, man, most of these HBCU games have been two terrible teams. Hey,
this guy.
Savannah State.
Savannah State for him. All right. That dog, see, you got some trivia for us this week?
No trivia this week.
All right, no trivia this week. All right. Anybody got any closing remarks before we get up out of here? Anything want to get off their chest before the next show?
Go Dogs.
Yeah, man, we just continue to do what we've been doing, man. I think we actually it'll probably be a little bit of a stretch. Some people might think it's a stretch, but I think we just need to continue to overachieve, man. Like I say, we got some injuries, dog. We down our top 3-4 receivers coming into the season on paper. We just got so many injuries on defense and offense, and we just continue to keep rolling, man. So they just keep overachieving.
So to that point, I think that bye week that we're on this week is coming at a perfect time. Hopefully we can get healthy going into the back half of the season, on into the postseason. So I think that we need to take advantage of this time that we have off, try to get some of those bodies back. Then it's go time.
That's right. I'm in agreement with both of y'all, man. And as much as we go at, I know we all are glad the Dogs are 7-0. We fully behind the Dogs, and we think we can get it done this year. Just how we get it done is a personal preference, so that's why we stay on topic. But with that said, man, appreciate everybody coming in, watching the show. Everybody out there watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, always, we want your comments to know what you're thinking. If you agree, disagree, or whatever it is. For that, Cool Cal, E-Rob, JV, our missing partner, Ashley CA, and Stat Dawsey off cameras, Coach I, the Fan Addict. Go Dogs!
Oh.